What's up, Internet? My name's Ori. Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday, July 18th, day 13. Unlucky 13 inside the Big Brother house. And today we're going to be breaking down everything that happened in the episode last night, as well as what happened on the live feeds. We're going to start off with the episode. We're going to try and stay away from as much spoilers about the episode until we're ready to talk about the live feeds, and then we'll jump on over to that. So just jumping on into it, you can see right off the bat there, I do have Jasmine listed as the HOH. She did win. So we kind of started things off. They started us off right where we kind of left the episode. We had that first half of the HOH, where the people competed against each other to move on to the next round of the competition. Jasmine was able to come out on top. It was a pie eating contest thing where there was a T and an F in the pie, and they had to find either the T or the F and then click their buzzer. And the fastest people to do that went on. The slowest ones would get eliminated. Eventually it came down and it was Jasmine and Michael still up there, and Jasmine was able to pull off the win for the HOH. Can we just really quickly talk about this? The competitions on Big Brother are just really going downhill. It's like they put in the bare minimum effort into what would be a good comp. This felt like a veto comp. This felt very last minute. Just the overall feel of Big Brother lately has felt very cartoony, very, just not taken seriously, right? Like, I get, like, Big Brother's more of the fun alternative, I guess, to Survivor. That seems weird to say, but, like, could you imagine Survivor, like, doing a comp like this, and then instead of Jeff Probst hosting it, it's one of the survivors going, "Oh, good golly gee, look at these people eating those pies so quick as they can." It would be terrible. It would be absolutely terrible. And that's what they had. They had Daniel as the the host, and it was just awful. That said, Jasmine won, and it was really kind of an easy week for her. It was really an easy week. When you win HOH, and the first thing that happens as soon as everybody comes back into the house is, "Hey, I'll go up on the block." You say yes. And that's what Pooch did. Pooch started running around with his plan to put himself up as the nominee, to try and make sure that Taylor went home this week. He was like, "Yeah, put like me and Brittany up, and then Taylor will be the replacement nom. It'll all work out." And it's like, well, maybe not. Because as soon as he said that, people went, "Pooch, what if we evict Pooch?" So it did not work out well for him as well. Also, they did explain the whole Paloma's posse, which they're being called now. The whole situation where as soon as Paloma left, that Mamba Bleep Paloma's posse alliance, they've added in Nicole, so she's now part of that 6-person alliance, but honestly, she really doesn't give anything about it. Her major loyalty is to Daniel, and right now, she could care less about Pooch, Monty, Kyle, any of those guys, really. She's like, yeah, nah, I don't care. I honestly, I feel like Nicole maybe one of the best positions in the house right now. Funny enough, Nicole, she's not on the same level as like the strategic aspect of it. I feel like Tiffany really had a good head for it. But Nicole's up there as far as like really good positions early in the game. I felt like Tiffany had a really good position early in the game as well last season, and Nicole's kind of matching that. I've been very impressed with Nicole this entire season so far. We're in like week 2 and they haven't even evicted somebody yet. So let's it's not that far into the season. There is a little bit of an update with Jasmine's ankle as well. This didn't happen on the episode, but she does have a level 3 sprain, apparently. She's got like a boot on the ankle and stuff like that. So that was kind of the update on how that's going. But flash forwarding to the end of the episode, it was time for nominations. Pooch and Taylor went on the block. There was some discussion about doing some other stuff, but eventually this is where Jasmine settled, and the idea was like, look, all right, worst case scenario, Pooch wins veto, we send Taylor home. And best case scenario, noms stay the same, and we vote Pooch out. And that's the plan right now, is to vote Pooch out. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up the episode. There wasn't too much that happened. It wasn't anything special. It was just you know, another little nominations episode for Big Brother. That does get us into the live feed stuff, and I'm gonna be honest here. I gotta be honest with you. Not too much game stuff happened at all. This was a very chill Sunday in the Big Brother house. So chill, in fact, that around 6 o'clock, they got some booze, and that's when things got a little interesting. Things got a little interesting, and there is something I want to talk about with this. So they got some booze. They were hanging out. They were up in the HOH room. It was also apparently the 1-year anniversary that Indy had come to America. So she was kind of telling everybody her story about how she came to America, and everybody was kind of, you know, inspired by her journey and all that. And they were drinking, having a good time, having some laughs, and let's just say, Taylor and Alyssa started to have a little bit of fun girl talk. And Taylor and Alyssa, they're chatting, and Alyssa's like, yeah, I'm not really interested in Daniel, but she does think Kyle is cute. And then Taylor was like, I'm kind of interested in Daniel. I'd want to kiss him. Flash forward to maybe like 15 minutes later, Taylor's like, I regret drinking in this house. I'm not doing it again. Only for her to then encourage Alyssa, hey, you should go make out with Kyle. She's like, you're on birth control. I'm telling you, this is like 3 in the morning. They got the booze at like 6. This is now like 3 in the morning, and they're like, hey, how's it going? It was very entertaining. It gets better too, because Taylor, she's like gone to check on Daniel, who's actually taking a shower downstairs. And she's like getting kind of frustrated, and she just wants to make out with him. Here's the crazy part though. Daniel fucking hates her. He fucking hates her. And like, he fucking hates her for no reason. He hates her for the Paloma reasons. Like, he thinks she's like stalking him. She's like, yeah, she's always like following me around and shit. Yeah, because she fucking thinks you're hot, apparently. It was great. It was great for the booze to bring that out, for that to get talking about. Because what's crazy is, right, Taylor's like all frustrated. She's like, I want to make out with Daniel. Meanwhile, Nicole and Daniel are like, yeah, we should use Taylor. We should use Taylor to get a guy out. Then we'll get her out. So they're planning her eviction. Meanwhile, she's like, man, I just think Daniel's cute. And honestly, other than that, not much happened. Not much happened inside the house on Sunday. The plan is still the plan. Pooch is the one who should be evicted on Thursday. Veto ceremony hasn't happened, but I don't expect anything to change. Oh, I don't even have the veto winner up there. There we go. Veto ceremony hasn't happened. I don't expect it to change. I expected to stay the same. Taylor and Pooch. Jasmine did have a little bit of second thoughts, a little cold feet. But they were able to kind of, no, let's stay on track. Everything's fine. There's no reason to change anything up. We can bring up the alliance chart as well. Still a little bit of a work in progress. Giving it until after Wednesday's episode to really kind of nail it down. Still not sure what the big 8-person alliance is going to call themselves, or even if they're really considering themselves an alliance. Right now, they're just kind of the majority of the house that's working together to be like, yeah, let's get Pooch out of here. So we'll see how that develops. Paloma's posse, which we mentioned, we saw Nicole getting added in there in place of Paloma, but honestly, at this point, it's very low down on the totem pole. I don't think many people are too concerned with that. I think one of the big plans right now is vote out Pooch, let Taylor win the next HOH, and let her take a shot at Monty and Kyle, right? Like, let her take a shot at these guys, which would be a lot of fun. And then they would get rid of her afterwards, which it sucks to kind of hear as a little bit of a fan of Taylor. It also is strategically the smart move. Like, that's what you would want to do. Use her to take people out and take those shots that you can't, especially right now, because it would expose your game. So it all seems like good strategy, and it's getting a lot more interesting. These people have not evicted someone yet, and it was very kumbaya today. They were all very chill, like soaking up the sun earlier, having some drinks at night, and very chill environment in the Big Brother house, and I expect that to change, especially over the coming weeks. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up everything that went on in the episode, everything that went on the live feeds. I want to thank you guys for watching and hanging out. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you never miss a video, you never miss a stream. Every Thursday, we do live watch-alongs right here on the channel. We did a lot watch along actually last night on Twitch. We were hanging out in my Discord. It was a really good time. And then we'll also be live on Twitch tonight as well. We're over there. We do WWE 2K GM mode. We got this whole thing we do with this guy Chester, who won the championship. He's cleaning up the WWE, I'm telling you. And it's a good time. You should come hang out. But we're always talking Big Brother as well. We'll have the live feeds up, and if anything like exciting happens, you'll see the breaking news right there on the stream. But other than that, I want to thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. We've been growing a lot lately, especially since the start of Big Brother 24. So I appreciate all of you new people who are here, all of you people who've been here for a long time. I appreciate you just as much. So thank you guys once again, and I will see you tomorrow.